Welcome, everyone, to the Open in Indiana podcast, where we feature the people, places, and events that make Indiana a great place to live, work, and visit. Today, our guest is a local entrepreneur here in the Indianapolis area, Delann Harshman, owner of Harshman Insurance Agency. Delann, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ryan. Thanks for asking. And how are you?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful, cool day here in Indianapolis.
Yes, a little rainy though.
Fair enough. Well, Delann, let's get started by talking about how are you able to help your customers with Harshman Insurance Agency?
Well, I am an insurance broker, which means I listen to what people need, what they're looking for, and I have a variety of companies that I can look at that offer the products that they need, making sure that the company fits what they need, not I'm not going to just give them a company that they have to go with, because we're not all cookie cutters. Everybody is not the same, and what Joe wants, Nancy may not want. And so I have the ability to look at different products. And I also, give a lot of understanding so people understand how different policies work. So what I do is I just really take care of my clients, and my goal is to help them get the right product for their needs.
And so, Delann, what types of insurance does that extend to that you're able to help your clients with?
Well, I do work in the senior market a lot. So I do Medicare, Advantage plans, supplements, drug plans. It's kind of a confusing area of insurance, a little weird to navigate around. So I just really help a lot of those people that are in the Medicare market understand what each plan was and is, and the government's website. Then I also do life insurance. With life insurance, there's different kinds of life insurance, and people don't realize that life insurance is not just about death, that it can be used for so many things as far as retirement or money to help pay off some sort of bill that you may have. It's a great way to build for a retirement that you can draw off of that you don't have to pay taxes on. Each policy can be built differently for each person, and a lot of people just don't realize that. You have whole life, universal life, you have term life, you have life insurance that will give you mortgage protection, which is an awesome insurance. And the one that is really not known by people is there are insurance policies that are for children. And those policies can start out when they're young, and it will grow over time. The premiums are generally pretty low. And the great thing about them is that you can use part of the cash value later on if you need to, or once the child takes over the policy, the premiums aren't going to change, so they would be low the entire time. They can keep that policy until the time that they retire and have a nice little chunk of change sitting there that they can pull off of that's tax-free.
Awesome. And so, Delann, what is your background, and how did you get into the insurance industry?
Well, I've been in the insurance world for a little over 4 years. I started with regular health insurance for families, everyone under the age of 64. I worked in that industry for about a year and decided I wanted to do a little bit more and try working with seniors. So I did go to work for a company where the products that I offered were all for seniors, as far as Medicare, long-term care, short-term care, hospital indemnity plans. Then I decided that I kind of wanted to have more of a variety of people that I could work with. So I started my own business in June of 2019. So I haven't been in business quite a year yet, which allows me to offer a larger variety of products to a larger customer base. The reason I got into insurance really is because of what I was told when I was a child was that insurance, such as term insurance, was something dumb to have, that you paid into this insurance all these years, and if something didn't happen, you lost all your money. And I didn't know the different ways you could use insurance. I didn't know how important term insurance is. And I'm very lucky that nothing ever happened to me to where I left my children or the folks that were going to have to take care of my children with a financial burden.
And so, Delann, since you started your own agency last year, what do you wish you knew as a new business owner?
Well, I think that the biggest thing is that pretty much you belong to your business. So weekends aren't really yours, and evenings, you don't have a lot of those, which is not a bad thing, but you have to have times when you can actually catch up with all your paperwork and make sure everything is done to start the next day, or you have everything together for a client that you are going to talk with. There's a lot of research and looking into different policies and different plans and putting plans together that you kind of have to do when you're not in front of the client.
And so, Delann, how can our listeners get in touch with you if they want to learn how you can help them or any insurance product that they may need?
Well, you can always give me a call or send me a text. My phone is 317-941-8685. You can email me. My email address is Delann, Delann, at harshmanagency.com. You can also visit my Facebook page. I do have a business Facebook page, or you can go to my website. It gives you coverage, gives you an overview of all the different policies that you can get, the different types of insurances there are. You can also contact me through my website, and that is harshmanagency.com. So it's HARSHMAN agency, AGENCY.com. And there's a lot of information on there as far as the different types of insurance and how they work and why you might need them. It's a great place to get a lot of information about insurance.
Awesome. Well, Delann, thank you so much for being our guest today. And to everyone watching and listening, thank you for catching this episode of the Open in Indiana podcast. Catch our next episode soon. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Open in Indiana podcast. This podcast is produced by Henry Marketing Group, LLC, DBA Open in Indiana. To listen to more episodes, visit www.openindiana.com/shows. Thanks for listening.